everybody, to another live reaction here at I'm Not a Coach. I'm your host, Dave Huerta. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday night matchup between the Washington Commanders and the Green Bay Packers. The first game of week 2 is about to be underway in about 10 minutes, and oh boy, what a matchup, man. Oh my goodness. Where to start? So let's go with the Washington Commanders, the away team, visiting Lambeau Field today. They are coming off a big victory over their division rival, New York Giants. The offense, for the most part, looked about as impressive as they were last year. They missed a few plays here and there. Jayden Daniels was the leading rusher for the Commanders last week, so obviously they want to get that running game going this week against a very tough Packers team. And on top of that, their weapons on the outside, Terry McLaurin, Debo Samuel. Debo looked very good last week. The rest of the guys, for the most part, had a okay game, a little bit of a quiet game for some of the more established receivers for the Commanders. But for the most part, man, it was a just another day in the office for a franchise that basically has been revived as of last year. They brought in Dan Quinn. They drafted Daniels, a franchise quarterback who looks like he's going to be a problem for the next decade for at the NFC. And then on top of that, the defense for the Commanders looks a little bit better this season. It looks like they brought in some major players to kind of shore up, especially the secondary. Looks a little bit better. So it's going to be a fun matchup, man. They have a tough road against this Packers offense that, once again, also had a very quiet game in terms of the run game last week against the Detroit Lions. Jordan Love and those receivers and the tight ends looked phenomenal. But Jacobs didn't really get going until the fourth quarter. I guarantee you, Matt LaFleur, Jacobs, and that entire offense are going to want to get going on the ground. The Packers are a significantly better team when that running game is going. You saw that last year, and you saw some of the mistakes that could happen when the Packers are one-dimensional last week. Thankfully for the Packers, they got a little lucky. Could have had some interceptions, especially a pick six that was brought back by a penalty on Detroit. But something tells me, man, I think Jacobs is going to have a little bit more room. I think LaFleur is going to scheme up some stuff to kind of get him going early in this game. So that way the Packers, if they can get the lead early, they can just kind of pin their ears back, especially on defense, and get going. Let's look at the chat here. We got Captain Mickey Mouse. What's going on, brother? How you doing? I'll be watching this one also. Your sound sounds much lower than normal. I'm going to be fiddling with a little bit of the sound, so let me know if it gets better as the game goes on. I know last week I was having some audio issues. Things were kind of fraying a little bit. I am doing something a little bit different today to try to bring a little bit of balance to it. That way you guys can still hear me, but when the exciting parts of the game get going, your ears are not being destroyed. So let me know if I need to turn it up, turn it down, or if I hit a sweet spot. So I'm going to rely on you guys tonight. So I'm changing things up. And yes, I do have both of my hands available. So I don't really know what to do with my hands now. If you know, you know. Captain Mickey Mouse, I'm guessing you're going to do Bills again this week because on their Paramount. I think so. From what I can tell, I will be posting something tonight of what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. I was waiting for some of the weird regional broadcast stuff to be kind of released. It was taking a few days to get that information. As of 2 days ago, they were saying that the 6 o'clock Monday night game was only going to be on ESPN, which I don't currently have. But then they switched it up. So yeah, there was a little bit of some information that needed to come out. But yes, I will be releasing the rest of the week 2 schedule that we will be doing on the stream, and basically by at the end of the game. So tune in for that as well. But yes, I believe the Bills are actually on my schedule this week. So let me see here. David, hello. I am popping in to say hi, Dave, and Captain Mickey Mouse, but then I have to go to eat dinner. Hey, all good, my man. After that, I will return and make some snarky comments about the commies. All right, let's go. We're gonna. All right. Hey Dave, have a great dinner, my dude, and let us know when you come back. What you eat, man? You know what we doing? We doing some spaghetti, meatballs. What's going on? We doing classics? Are we going surf and turf? What's up? But have a good one, dude. I'll see you in a bit. Dahlia, let's go Packers. Yes, let's go Pack. Go. Gonna get ready, man. About less than 5 minutes before the game starts, man. It's so, whoo, it's gonna be a good one. Double Bills, double Bills. Let's go, Captain Mickey Mouse. Bills on Thursday night. Football next week. Oh, absolutely, man. That's gonna be a fun matchup. Again, dude, the Bills are gonna. They're just always an exciting team, man. I don't think there was a single Bills game last year that I did not find entertaining. They're a great squad. Their offense isn't filled to the brim with like superstars on the offensive side, but man, they have so many good running backs, man, that can do different things. You got Ray Davis, Ty Johnson, obviously Cooks, and then the receivers, man. Oh my God, I'm blanking on their names right now, but Keon Coleman had a pretty solid night last week, and yeah, man, Josh Allen just has great chemistry with those guys, and I doubt it's gonna get any worse. It's only gonna get better from there, and it's gonna be exciting for Bills fans this year. Hopefully they get a chance to experience a Super Bowl game this season. Even though I am pulling for the Ravens, but if it's one of those two teams, Ravens or Bills, along with the Packers, my Packers, I won't be too disappointed. It should be a very exciting Super Bowl if either of those teams are there. But yeah, let me know how the audios are sounding right now. Hopefully they're sounding pretty good. Hopefully it's fairly consistent throughout, especially before the game starts. But yeah, man, I think I left off talking about the Packers offense. They're trying to establish the run. Receivers and tight ends looked phenomenal, man. Thankfully, most of them got healthy at the right time. Jordan Love looked efficient. Again, he had a few throws. I think he missed Tucker Craft early on that first drive. It was like a little, I was about to say poster route, corner route to the left sidelines that he missed, but he made up for it by hitting Tucker basically over the middle in between two defenders for the touchdown to open up the scoring. Just a great anticipation on that throw by Jordan. I wanted to highlight, looking back at some of that film, man, the guy that he's been on some list of some like beat writers, especially Green Bay beat writers of like some of the best players of that game. Chris Brooks, man, Chris Brooks. I didn't notice throughout the game, and that's probably a good thing because he didn't make a mistake. Is I was wondering why. I was like, man, why is Emmanuel Wilson not playing in this game? Like, obviously, we're gonna have Jacobs. He's gonna be the bell cow. But then last year, Emmanuel Wilson was basically the number one backup for the Packers at running back. And in this game, it was Chris Brooks for the most part. I'm pretty sure he outpaced Manuels by quite a bit, especially even on just not just on carries, but I think receptions as well. And then looking back at that film, holy cow, man, Chris Brooks was a beast. Not at running the ball, he was okay, but at pass blocking, the pass blocking, not just for the Packers offensive line, was amazing. Chris Brooks, dude, he freaking stonewalled um, so many defenders on that Detroit team. He took on a defensive end at one point that was doing a stunt. Basically, one defender was kind of crossing the lineman while the other one looped behind him to try to basically get a free player open, almost like a blitz, but obviously without sending the extra man. And dude, Chris did a great job of moving that first defender into the blocker and then able to disengage and pick up the 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 other the other defensive lineman that was coming in on the stunt, man. And he did that all freaking game, man, picking up corners, safeties that were blitzing, and just did an amazing job, man. So an unsung hero from last week's big victory over Detroit, Chris Brooks, the running back, phenomenal job, man. And then on top of that, obviously the story is the Packers defense. Micah Parsons, Rashawn Gary, Lucas Van Ness had his best game as a pro, and Kobe Wooden, man. All those guys played incredible, man. And the secondary didn't get as much shine as the pass rush, But dude, if you look at that game, the times that Goff did have time to throw when there wasn't really a whole lot of pressure, he still couldn't find anybody down the field, and he had to dump it down to his running backs, to his tight ends, whoever was there. That's a credit to the secondary, man. The corners, the safeties, all of them just killing it, man. And on top of that, the linebackers in coverage as well. So the Packers had about as a perfect defensive performance as you can expect for a Week 1 matchup. So heck of a job. And it looks like the Packers are going to pick up the ball here in the first half. The kick is away. It's going to be caught in the end zone. It's going to be taken out to the 10, to the 15, 20, out across the 25, and down at the 28-yard line are the Green Bay Packers, and they're nearly all white unis, man. The whiteout unis, man. They look good. They look good, man. I wasn't sure if those, when they introduced them last year, I wasn't sure if I would like them, but they're good. 7:15 next week. Oh, there we go. Of course, of course. And game started, Dave. Yes, it did. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. 1st and 10. Jordan under center, running back to his back. 2 receivers to the left. Jordan takes the snap, hands it off to Jacobs, who muscles his way across the 30. Gain of about 4 for Josh Jacobs. Once again, look out for the Packers to try to establish that run. They do have Jordan Morgan and Anthony Belton starting in this game. I believe Zach Tom, unfortunately, is out for this game. He got injured last week. It looks like a hip injury. Hopefully he's back at some point this season. But Jordan Morgan, 1st-round pick. Anthony Belton, a rookie 2nd-round pick. So, decent pedigree. Jordan in the shotgun. Again, hands it off to Jacobs, who finds a bit of room, gain of about 2 down to the 34. And that'll set up a 3rd down for the Packers here. All right, we got 3rd and 3 coming up. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his right. 2 receivers stacked up on that right side. Wicks in motion. Jordan looking, finding Wicks down the right sideline for a 1st down and going out of bounds. Let's go, man. 1st down on 3rd down for the Packers, and this drive keeps going. Yeah, just a nice little out route there by Wicks. He was coming across the formation, went upfield, and then after about 5 or 6 yards, just took it to the sidelines. Jordan hit him right in stride. Easy 1st down for the Packers there. All right, Jordan in the shotgun, ball at the 41 of Green Bay. Wicks going across the formation. Play action, throws it to Wicks again, this time to the left, and being pushed out of bounds after picking up about 12 or 13 yards on the catch. 1st down, Green Bay, and they are on the move here. 2 plays, 2 1st downs, both of them to Wicks. Nice job. It's a solid throw by Jordan, a little bit to the inside. We got Jayden Breed in across the formation. They hand it off to Jacobs, who is able to get about a yard on the play. Looks like he was about to be taken down for a loss of 2. But Josh Jacobs able to find just a crack. Again, but I think Prater definitely made a difference, even though he flew in on the red-eye to Buffalo. Yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, Prater, he's been around the league for a long time, man. That's a professional right there. He doesn't need a whole lot of practice. 2nd and 9, ball at the 45 of the Commanders. Kraft in motion. Jordan, play action over the middle, and tries to find Romeo Doubs. And unable to, but there is a flag on the field. I think it's going to be on the Commanders for pass interference. Romeo Dobbs working on the multi-time Pro Bowler Marshawn Lattimore there. Oh my God, yeah, Jesus. Lattimore was like mugging him literally from the jump. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that was an easy call. So automatic first down for the Packers. Just keep on going down the field. Let's go. Yeah, man, Lattimore, he has not been as big of an acquisition for the Commanders as they thought when they traded for him last year. He hasn't been awful, but he has not been great either. First and 10, ball at the 40. Jordan under center, looking, and I think he was looking for a free play. But the refs blew that one dead. Jordan kind of like, hey, come on, man, give it, you know. But unfortunately, it's a false start on the Packers, so officially, the flag is on Josh Jacobs. And remember, man, we are waiting for the first touchdown of this game to turn on the lights. Jordan, play action, pressure over the middle, throws it deep down the field, and nearly got it to Dontavian Wicks. Oh man, great coverage by the Washington Commanders. I mean, the defender was literally attached to Wick's hip there, but ooh, I mean, Wicks dove for that one. He sold out for it, but just not not where it needed to be. Whether that was a Wicks running the wrong, not running the perfect route, or Jordan just missing that one. Second and 15, three receivers on that right side. Jordan alone in the shotgun. Kraft in motion. Jordan looking, throws it to the right, finds Romeo Dobbs down to the 39, and will pick up 6 yards on this play, making it a 3rd and 9. And Mickey Mouse, almost a nice catch. Absolutely, man. I like Wicks, man. He dives for it, man. He fully sells to try to get that ball, man. That's what you want to see. Some effort out there. Jordan in the shotgun, single receiver to the right. Quick snap. Jordan looking, pressured. Steps up in the pocket, throws it down the right sidelines for Jayden Reed, and it's a touchdown. We do have a flag on the field, and Reed is very slow to get up. He is actually on the sidelines. He's grabbing his was like a collarbone. The defender landed on him. And unfortunately, it's a holding penalty on Anthony Belton, the rookie tackle. So that'll wipe away a touchdown, and Reed is back on the ground with the trainers. He stood up for a bit and then just went straight down. So adding literally an insult to the injury. Oof. Yeah, Reed literally landing right on that shoulder, basically all his weight as well as the defender, his weight as well, man. So Reed is running to the sidelines, favoring that right shoulder. Mm, that is not good, man. Jayden Reed, I mean, easily one of the top two receivers in this offense at this point in the season. I think at this point it's Romeo Dobbs, Jayden Reed, and then Dontavian Wicks along with Golden are kind of tied for that third spot at the receiver position. All right, so we got 3rd and 19 after the holding penalty. Jordan in the shotgun. Two receivers stacked up on the left, running back to his left as well. Jordan looking, dumps it underneath to Chris, gets it to the 45-40, and is going to be very close to a first down. Chris Brooks making some men miss and gets it down to the 32. The ball needed to get to the 30 for a first down. The Packers in field goal range, but it looks like they're going to be going for it here. Jordan frustrated with the referee not letting him snap the ball. So we got 4th and 3, ball at the 33 officially. Jordan takes the snap, looking, throws it deep down the field, and tries to find Matthew Golden, but the pass just not quick enough on that one. And the Packers will turn it over on downs. The defender, man, number 23, coming in and just getting his just enough to bat that one away. I think Jordan saw Matthew way a little too late on that one. Yeah, that ball needed needed a little extra air to get over the defender, which I think if he would have done that, it would have been a touchdown, man. The first one for the rookie, it could have been. I think that's one Jordan would love to have back, man. I think he misunderstood how quickly that defender was going to be able to close the gap. Again, if he throws a good amount of air under it, I think Matthew he's going to be able to catch that standing up. And just give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, we are back here. So, man, dude, that drive was looking so good, man. And then obviously the penalties, unfortunately, killing the Packers on that one a little bit. And then Jayden Reed getting hurt on a play that should have been a touchdown, but unfortunately was wiped away. And then turning it over on down. So, Commanders get the ball here at the 33 of their own territory. Daniels looking, dumps it underneath to Austin Eckler, who is going to be out across the 35, picking up about 4 on the catch and run. So Matt LaFleur is hot on the sidelines here. I'm not sure exactly who he's yelling at. 2nd and 7. Daniels in the shotgun. Single receiver to the right. Daniels takes the snap, looking, pressured, rolling to his right. Packers doing a good job of keeping him contained, and they bring him down for a sack. There we go. Let's freaking go, man. And that was Devontae Wyatt, the first guy to bring him down. Ball is back at the 35. 3rd and 8 coming up. Daniels in the shotgun, running back to his right. Single receiver to the left. Packers showing pressure. They send 4. They collapse the pocket. He dumps it underneath, and the Packers do a heck of a job Evan Williams, the man who got the interception a week ago, the first man there to bring down the running back, and that is a quick 3-and-out for this Washington offense. Micah Hyde and Rashawn Gary in there for the pressure. Jayden Daniels, man, all smiles. He's like, ooh, you almost had me, man. But yeah, man, Micah and Rashawn putting on the pressure, and then Evan Williams flying to the ball along with the rest of that Packers defense. Punt is away. This one's a great punt. Matthew Golden trying to make a return, but will be taken down at inside the 5, man. And it looks like there's going to be a flag on the Commanders, man. Butler, who took down Matthews, had a little extra for the rookie. Basically grabbed his arm and started kind of just twisting him around. So, looks like it's going to be a personal foul there, if it stands. Browse looked a little angry today. Yes, yeah, man. Matt LaFleur looked a little juiced up there. I wasn't sure if that was him hyping up the defense or him mad at the result of the fourth down. So it looks like it's not going to be. So it looks like it's not going to be a penalty on the Commanders. So just a great play by Butler. So the Packers, when they come back, will be, I believe, inside their own 5 to start this next drive. And Captain Mickey Mouse, no flag. There you go, man. If the captain says so, that's what it is. But yeah, Dahlia, you were definitely not wrong, man. Matt's eyebrows, man. Those nice little eyebrows, man. They were a little angry. Someone I watch actually did the Mickey Mouse voice. Oh man, I almost did it right now, but I'm like, ooh, I don't know, man. It's I don't think my voice is trained for it just yet. One of these days. One of these days. I think if I try to do the Mickey Mouse voice, it might scar some people. It might scar that inner child in you. So I don't want to do that. And holy cow, man, we are. And we're up to 92 subscribers, man. So thank you, thank you. If you're watching, please like, subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 before October. And yeah, man, we do every primetime game, every Packer game, any game that we can get our hands on the channel, we will do. This week we're scheduled to do 5. Last week we did 6, man. So please, if you like it, subscribe, leave a like on the video, man. It helps out immensely. First and 10, Jordan under center. The ball is at the 4. Play action. Rolling out to his left to get to Tucker Kraft. He gets the first down and a little bit more. Keeps it going. And officially stopped at the 19. Gain of 14 yards. Gain of 15 yards by the tight end. All right, looks like they might have a little bit of a word on Jayden Reed's injury there, collarbone area. So, man. So not officially a collarbone, but it's in the area. So first and 10. Hand off to Jacobs, who gets it across the 20 down to the 23. A nice gain of 4 for the Alabama product. All right, the Packers are definitely finding a little bit more running room this week than they did in against Detroit, at least early on. And we do have a sighting of Savion Williams, man, the receiver out of TCU, in motion to the right. Jordan in the shotgun looking. Throws it over the middle. He finds Tucker Kraft to the 50, 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, and down at the 20 is Tucker Kraft. And Seastrom. Good morning. What a heck of a throw, man. So Kraft started out basically inline tight end and just kind of went laterally for a couple steps and then just took it upfield wide open, caught it at the 45 of his own territory, and then basically got it into the red zone of the Commanders, man. A heck of a catch and run by the Colorado State Buffalo, man. Oh, Bison, sorry, Bison. And it's going to be a handoff to Jacobs, and he's going to be caught at the line of scrimmage. Good job by this Commanders defense. Let me see here. Good morning. Pretty busy today, so I'll just leave this on my computer while I step away. All good. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Jordan under center. Matthew Golden in motion. Play action. Jordan throwing it away. And that'll be incomplete, thrown out of bounds. Hey, smart play by Jordan. I think he could have maybe hit Kraft down the flat there, but you know what? There's two defenders, one below, one up high. Just throw it away, live to see another down. All right. Third down, you're already in field goal position. Jordan in the shotgun, 3 receivers on that left side, tight end to his right. And we have a running back to right next to Jordan Love on that right side as well. Ball at the 19. Jordan takes the snap, looking, rolling, running to the right side to the 15, and he lowers a shoulder and picks up a first down. Jordan Love saying, nah, I ain't running out of bounds. Dang, holy cow, man, what a hit. Please don't do that again, Jordan. You freaking nearly gave me a heart attack, dude. Jesus. But a heck of a job, man. Jordan says, no, man, we got to score a touchdown. We're not here for field goals. Holy shnikes. Oh, man. Amos, the defender that actually ended up forcing the turnover on downs, tried to lower a shoulder on Jordan Love and literally got spun around like a top. Yeah, that number 23, Amos, is he's gonna feel that one tomorrow, dude. Hot dang. Kraft mac and cheese, man. Captain Mickey Mouse. Bills going against Justin Fields on Sunday. That should be a good game. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, man. I mean, both of those offenses scored what 33 points. I think was the Jets total. Yeah, man. And then obviously the Bills over 40. Yeah, man. It should be a good matchup, man. Two defenses that have playmakers, man. They should be able to, you know, create some turnovers, or at least there should be a few good defensive plays here and there, man. But I think it's going to be a game where the offenses are going to be carrying the game, man. It's going to be a lot of points scored, I believe. Dahlia, that's my love. There we go. Man, yeah, dude. Like I said, great job by Love. Let's not create a habit of doing that too much. Luckily, he didn't take a too bad of a hit at the end of that play, man. But hey, got us inside the 10, first down, first and goal. We have a chance at a touchdown. Yeah, man, keeping the drive alive. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, Tucker Craft kind of came up with, he kind of popped up a little bit, man. It's oh man, it's so tough, dude. It's they played on Sunday mid afternoon, and then basically just not even necessarily even 3 days of rest. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That's basically it. That's a tough thing to ask for, and that was a physical game last week. It was definitely a game that the Packers dominated, but they were physical, man. Offensively, defensively, it was a very physical game. Detroit always gives you its best. And yeah, when you only have 3 days of turnaround, man, the body needs to recover. It's not surprising that we're seeing some of these guys kind of pick up a few injuries here and there. So hopefully, nothing major for Kraft, man. That we cannot lose him. We already likely lost Jayden Reed for sure for this game. Who knows for how long? If it's a collarbone injury, what was it with Aaron Rodgers? I think he was out for basically 2 months with a collarbone. Yeah, if we lose Kraft, man, that's a lot of great weapons that Jordan Love is going to have to, build some chemistry. Jordan under center, quick snap, quick throw, down to Romeo Dobbs on that right side, and that's a touchdown for the Green Bay Packers. And you know what that means, man. Primetime game, first touchdown. Let's turn on the lights. There we go. My goodness. If I push the right button, it might work. Let's freaking go, Captain Mickey Mouse. Lights are on, my buddy. Lights are on. Brandon McManus's kick is up, and it is good. And the Packers score the first touchdown of the game, and it is a 7-0 lead for Green Bay. We got 4:33 left in the first, and let's see what the Packers defense can do, man. They got a 3-and-out on their first set of plays on the field. Can they get another, man? Can they get this Packers offense back on the field? Keep them in rhythm. Keep it going. Let's go. But there's a very, very talented quarterback on the other side, man, in Jayden Daniels. They got weapons. They got Debo Samuel. They got Scary Terry. Yeah, man, they got some weapons back over there. So, Packers, this defense better be ready to go, man. Dan Quinn is a heck of a coach. Dahlia, let's go, man. Green and yellow hearts, man, all day. Dave Kraft is fine to play. They said, hey, let's go. Let's go. Good, 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 good. Yeah, I was looking for something that they were saying, but I think I caught the last part of it because I only saw Kraft and I didn't catch the rest of it. So, all right, Kraft is good, man. That's good. McManus kicks this one away. It's going to be caught in the end zone, and it'll be downed by the Commanders. Touchback. All right. First and 10 for the Commanders. Daniels in the shotgun. Single receiver to that left side. Ball at the 35. Looks like Austin Eckler behind Daniels there. And a quick tackle by Lucas Van Ness in the backfield. Loss of 2. Holy cow, man. Lucas Van Ness was shot out of a cannon on that one. Nobody blocked him. Nobody blocked him, dude. What the heck? Yeah, the tackle just left him alone. The tight end went to block the outside the defensive end on the other side. Yeah, Lucas Van Ness just destroying him. 2nd and 11 in the pistol, handoff to Eckler up the middle, and we'll pick up about 4 yards. It'll be 3rd and 7 coming up for the Commanders here. Packers doing well. Get the lead early. Let's go. Yes, they are, man. Packers are, I feel like they're, right now this season, they're built to play with a lead. Just the way that their defense is constructed, man. That's a defense that once you have a good lead, man, pin your ears back and send the pass rushers, man. Fans are saying, go, Pack, go. Go, Pack, go. Daniels takes the snap, looking, has a little bit of time. Gets it underneath to Eckler, and he'll be about a yard shy of the first. There is a flag on the field. Let's see what the flag is. All right, so that's actually going to be on the Commanders. Hands to the face. Micah Parsons literally coming down the middle of the field. The offensive lineman had no choice but to basically almost rip his nose off. So 3rd and 17, quick throw to the right, and Javon Bullard just absolutely smoked the receiver there. Tackled him right away, maybe gained a yard or two, and that is another quick 3-and-out. Let's freaking go. Why don't you put that cheese head on the seat next to you? I should, man. I should. Well, we'll do it here on a commercial break. Punt is away. It's going to be caught at the 21. And only picks up about 3 or 4 yards. That is Keyshawn Nixon on the punt return. All right, guys. Commercial break. I'm gonna grab that cheese head, and I'm also gonna grab the water. But holy cow, man, this Packers defense looks like the real deal, man. Let's freaking go. All right. Hopefully the cheesehead stays in place here as I'm yelling my head off throughout this game. Perfect timing. Commercial break. Let's go. Oh, man. How you guys doing tonight, man? Thursday, first game of week 2. Packer game on top of that, man. It can't get any better. Cannot get any better. Oh yeah, I remember they're about to bring this up. So at the age of 27, not only did Bart Starr and Brett Favre win their first championships, but Aaron Rodgers as well. And Jordan Love turns 27 in November. Can uh can Jordan make it 4 for 4 at the age of 27? First and 10, Jordan under center. Hands it off to Matthew Golden on the swing. And it's going to be a gain of about 5 for the young receiver. Nice little jet sweep there for the receiver out of Texas. Captain Mickey Mouse, 13 days before my. Hey, there we go. Second and 4. Jordan takes the snap in the shotgun, has a pocket, and will go down for a sack. Man, that thing closed up real quickly there at the end. And that is the first time Jordan Love has been sacked this year. So that'll bring up a 3rd and 14 here. We have less than 45 seconds left in the first. Jordan looking, has time, finds Chris Brooks underneath, and he'll get it down to the 30. It'll be about 5 yards shy of the first down. So Packers offense likely going to punt this one away. So it's 4th and 4. Jordan in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the right. I'd be surprised if they snap this ball. And they will not. We're headed to the second quarter here in Lambeau Field with the Packers on top, 7-0 over the Washington Commanders. And you're starting to see a little bit of the effects there of not having your number one tackles in this game. Obviously, Anthony Belton. You also have Jordan Morgan now, so Packers are going to need to find a way to adjust to this, man. All right, let's see here. And like I said, man, if you guys are new to the channel, please like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October, man. We've done a great job, man. We're at 92. We're getting there, man. We're getting there. We do every primetime game, every Packer game. Any game we can get our hands on, we will do, along with some other content that we're going to be doing throughout the season as well. So if you want to see that, please like and subscribe. Helps out the channel immensely. Thank you. Did you see what I said about Matt Prater? Absolutely, man. Coming in on the red eye, man. That's a veteran kicker right there, man. He's always ready to play. That's the best thing you can do if you are a guy that's looking for a job in the NFL. When somebody calls, be in shape, be ready, and when it's time for you to be called onto the field, perform. Simple as that. Him and Matt Milone has 1 year contract for the Bills. Yeah, and then I'm not too surprised that Matt Prater only has a 1 year contract. I mean, the guy is 41 years old. I think he's going to be 42 this year. But yeah, man, especially when you start getting up into those late 30s, early 40s, man, you're not really signing any more multi-year contracts anymore unless you're Aaron Rodgers. But even then, and Daniel Whalen in for this punt. It's going to be caught at the 16. And he'll return it to the 29, but there is a flag. It was an early flag as well. And it's going to be a personal foul face mask. That's on the Packers there. The second year linebacker, Tyron Hopper there. Ooh. Yeah, it wasn't just like a little tug, man. That was a full on. All right, first and 10, Jayden in the shotgun. Quick throw to the left, gets it out to his wide receiver who's going to be tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Javon Bullard, man, after having a pretty rough game last week in coverage, he's been freaking phenomenal, man. That is the second time he's been able to bring down a receiver basically right at the line of scrimmage. He had one earlier that forced a fourth down, and now picking up a quick one here, forcing a second and long. Jayden takes the snap, looking, throws it underneath again, gets it out to Brian Robinson, who will pick up about 6, maybe 7 on the little swing pass. That is actually not Robinson, sorry. That is Deebo Samuel, one of the newest acquisitions from San Francisco. I forgot Deebo is number 1. Captain last year at the Bills Stadium. Yeah, man. It's going to be a lot of changes next year for the Bills. Third and 3, Jayden in the shotgun, 4 receiver set. Zach Ertz in motion, throws it over the middle, and he will find his receiver for a first down. That is Scary Terry with a nice gain of 4. All right, man, you're starting to see Washington now. I think this is one of their first downs. It's actually their first down of the game. Jayden Daniels looking, and he scrambles and will be good for about a yard. Was initially pressured by Micah Parsons, and then finally just dove forward after big Kobe Wooden got in his way. Daniels in the shotgun, receiver in motion to the left. Play action, looking. The ball's at the 46, and ball is behind his receiver. It'll be incomplete, and we got a 3rd and 9 coming up. All right, 3rd and 9. Daniels alone in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his left. Packers send 4. No pressure, and he finds his receiver, but Keyshawn Nixon with a ho ho with an incredible defensive play, man, punching that one out and forcing the incomplete pass. That was against number 85, Noah Brown. Noah basically running a deep out route, and once again, Keyshawn literally just punches it right out. Punt is away, and I think it touched the Packer. Right now, so they're saying it's down inside the 20. All right, I wasn't sure if it touched Keyshawn Nixon or not, but so right now, man, the Packers offense has not had great field position on their last few drives here. So just another reason why they gotta really establish that run, man. They gotta move the ball down the field. You don't want this Packers defense on the field for long stretches, man, because Daniels will eventually start running late in this game, and you don't want a tired defense to be doing that. And Captain Mickey Mouse, it's the Packers' turn next. Let's go. Yeah, man. The Packers offense, man, they started out really strong. Last couple of drives, I really haven't seen them try to run the ball with Jacobs. I think they're trying to see what they can do with pass pro. Their pass pro last week was incredible. I think Jordan was like maybe pressured once or twice. Definitely was not sacked. So yeah, they gotta keep it going here, but they gotta get these running backs involved. Yeah, dude, Romeo Dobbs is such a smooth. All right, we got play action. Jordan deep down the field. Oh my God, he almost had Golden for a massive, massive play over the middle. I'm pretty sure that hit Golden right in the fingertips, man. Oh my God, the camera, man, dude, the production has to be a lot quicker to the line, man. I literally, when they cut back to the offense, the play was already in progress. Come on. 2nd and 10. Jordan in the shotgun. Romeo to his left, running back in motion. There we go. Jacobs galloping down the sideline there for a nice gain of about 9. So we got 3rd and 1 coming up for the Packers. 3 receivers on the right side. Jordan in the shotgun. Boom, hands off to Jacobs, and he will pick up the first down out across the 20, gain of 2. There we go, man. There we go. All right. Jordan in the shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Play action. Jordan throwing it down the left sideline. He finds his man, but I believe he's going to be out of bounds. That is Malik Heath. Oh, he's got 2 feet in bounds. No, Matt, throw the flag. Throw the flag, Matt. You got to challenge that. That is an incredible job by Malik Heath. No, he's got both feet in bounds. Yeah, even Jordan is saying that's a catch. I love him when Matt throws a challenge flag because he's such a, I don't want to say a jerk, but he's kind of like, you're really gonna make me do this? Come on. That is a heck of a job by Malik Heath, man. Holy cow. I thought he didn't catch it, man. Because I couldn't really see his feet that well, but it just looked like he hit out of bounds first. But dang. All right, man. 1st and 10. Packers win that challenge. And with that catch by Malik Heath, the Packers are in Washington territory. Jordan in the shotgun. Romeo to his right. Dontavian Wicks in motion. Hands it off to Jacobs, who is able to pick his way for a gain of about 2, maybe 3, actually, after that final push. Captain Mickey Mouse, he got it. Yes, he did, man. Yes, he did. Dahlia, cry is the word. I mean, hey, like, you know, if you ever had a kid, man, if they cry enough, you'll just give it to them. You're just like, fine, you can have the first down. Jordan under center takes the snap over the middle, finds Romeo Doubs to the 35-30, 25, and taken down at the 24, and a first down for Romeo Doubs. Dude, Romeo is just so damn consistent, man. Just a nice little shallow crossing route to the right sideline. Jordan finds him, hits him in stride, basically. A little behind, but still all right. Yeah, dude, Romeo Doubs is a problem. 1st and 10, ball at the 23 officially. Hands off to Jacobs, and he is going to be taken down for a loss of about half a yard. Man, Jacobs just can't seem to kind of get going this season. And that was a Kinlan for the Commanders, man, just coming in there and just taking down one of the best running backs in the game. Sorry, Kinlaw. Javon Kinlaw. Rhymes with hockey. 2nd and 11. Play action. Quick throw to Tucker Kraft. He stiff arms a guy to the 20, to the 25, and down inside the 15 is Tucker Kraft. Man, Kraft mac and cheese is on tonight, man. Woo! Harris, unable to bring down the big tight end. Actually, I said inside the 15. I think, yeah, actually, inside the 10. And that's going to be first and goal at about the 7-yard line for the Packers. Two receivers stacked up on that left side. Jacobs with the carry inside the 5. Down to the 1 is Jacobs, man. Holy cow. Yeah, dude. When he has a head of steam, man, whoo, terrifying. Second and goal. Jacobs with another carry. And this time, he will get into the end zone. Woo-wee. Josh is on one. 2 games, 2 touchdowns, and I believe that is now 10 consecutive games with a touchdown for Brandon Jacobs, extending that franchise record even more. Holy cow. Wow. In goal again. W is watching with run plays. Let's go. Kraft is the slowest, but also so strong. He's a big man. Yes, he is. And the extra point is good. McManus makes it 14-0 for the Packers here in Lambeau Field. I mean, it all started with that Malik Heath catch down the left sideline, man. Just a heck of a catch, heck of an effort. The ball was exactly where it needed to be, man. That was perfect. Jacobs brought the touchdown in. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Jacobs, the point. Dave, the point was good. Yes, it was. Yes, it was, my dude. 14-0. Trust me, man. Don't rule out the Commanders. All they need is one big play, man. Whether that's a throw or a run, they have plenty of weapons in on that offense in Washington. And Dahlia Rushkis, it's the massive helmet. I don't know, man. Ever since Romeo got that helmet, man, he has just been like he's always been quiet. He was never a loud guy. But dude, he is just like he's so laser focused, and when he gets a big catch or something, man, just the emotion comes out of him. He was never like that, man. He was always like, "Hey, I caught a pass, I caught a touchdown," and it was like, "Just let's go." Now it's like he's still very calm, still laser focused, but that emotion comes out of him now, which I like. It's good to see him, man. It's good to see him healthy. Whatever happened last year, yeah, I'm just glad he's on the field and he's hopefully enjoying football, man. David Stegosaurus has returned to the stream. Let's go, baby. How you doing, my dude? How was dinner, man? How was dinner? Let's see here. Holy cow, we have 7 people watching this game, man. Holy cow. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps out the channel immensely. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before this month ends. Before we hit October, man. We want to get to triple digits. And oh no, we have a Washington commander down on the ground. They brought out the cart. I can't see his face. Thankfully, I can't, keep that private, man. But there's a lot of emotion coming out of that young man, dude. I don't know what happened. Oh, 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 oh. So it was during the extra point. The Washington player was able to almost squeak through the blockers there, and then as he was trying to like jump up and try to block that kick, unfortunately, one of the Packers offensive linemen fell right on his right leg, and like just full on weight, everything. I didn't see anything horrible, but I mean, and I'm talking about like anything, cracking or anything like that. But yeah, dude, dang it. Mm. Commander down. Yeah, man, he got hit during the extra point kick. Yeah, he did, man. Man, it sucks, man. It sucks. I want to try to figure out who that is so I can put a name uh, to that young man's number. So give me 1 second here. So it's Dietrich Weiss, or Dietrich Wise is the player down, man. Defensive end, 31 years old. Former first round pick out of Arkansas, New England Patriot in 2017. So he's been around the league for a while. He does have a Super Bowl ring from his time there in New England. Let me see. David, dinner was good enough. Mexican food. Let's go. Let's go. Para mi gente. Yeah, man. Needless to say, when I was growing up, that was, Mexican food was just food. Yeah, man. Mexican. Shout out to the Mexican moms, man. Mexican moms, Mexican dads. Shout out to you, man, making some delicious food. All right, man. Wise getting some love from his teammates there, holding up a fist, staying strong, brother. Hopefully he can come back healthy, man. That's damn, that sucks, man. You mean he was in New England when Tom Brady was there? Yes, he was. Yeah, because I think Tom didn't leave until I think it was like what 2020. Yeah, so he was there for a couple years with Tom. And the kick is away. Call it the 5, 15, 20, 25, and taken down. I think they're going to mark him off at the 29. Ooh, we got some woodworking going on here in this in between the plays. Let's go. All right, Packers defense on the field here. First and 10, ball at the 30. Jayden Daniels in the shotgun, running back to his left. Debo in motion, hands it up the middle, and he'll be good for about 5 yards there. Easily one of the best runs the Commanders have had in this game, man. There has not been a whole lot of room to run for really either team, to be honest with you. Quick snap. Daniels in motion, pressured by his defender, and Terry McLaurin with an absolutely ridiculous freaking catch. The ball was behind him. He literally doesn't even catch it with his hand. He literally bats it in the air, and then he comes underneath it. He basically volleyballed it to himself. What the heck? That was JJ Inikbari with the pressure on Daniels. We also have another commander down on the ground. This one, a an offensive lineman, Coleman. Number 74, Brandon Coleman, third round pick out of TCU in 2024. So actually was probably teammates with receiver Savion Williams for the Packers. Yeah, so while he's getting checked out to there on the field, hopefully he's all right. It looked like it might have been something like an eye or something. I don't know. He was done on one knee, so hopefully he comes back healthy. Captain Mickey Mouse, because Tom left Pats in 2019 and went to the Bucks that year. Yes, he did. Unfortunately, yes, he did. Because I remember Tom winning a Super Bowl, and to get to that Super Bowl, he beat the Packers in the NFC Championship game, which was frustrating. It was very, oh man, that game. Anyway, we are back. It is a 1st and 10, ball at the 49, almost at midfield. Daniels in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking, throws to the left, and is nearly intercepted by Carrington Valentine, man. Holy cow. Both Gary and Parsons on the sidelines. So we have Lucas Van Ness and JJ Inigbari. 2nd and 10. Daniels looking, throws it over the middle down the seam here, and it looks like Noah Brown will pick up 9 yards, setting up a 3rd and short for the Commanders here. Stegosaurus. What made you sick, my dude? What happened? What happened? All right, Daniels in the shotgun. Throw in. It's going to be a nice little handoff to the right. And that'll be a 1st down for the Commanders, man. Just one of the few 1st downs they have been able to pick up here. And that was Ja'Cory Krusky Merton, the rookie. I probably butchered that name. Sorry about that, dude. 7th round draft pick out of Arizona. 1st and 10, ball at the 38. Daniels looking. He's going to scramble and will be taken down after a short gain by Edgerrin Cooper. Gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the QB scramble. If you're just joining us, please leave a like and subscribe, man. We do every primetime game, every Packer game, along with some other content that we do throughout the season, man. I appreciate you guys. Too much Tom Brady playoff talk from. I agree. We should stop. 2nd and 5. 2 receivers to the left. Daniels in the shotgun, running back to his right. Ball at the 33. Quick throw, and great job by Keyshawn Nixon. That is his 2nd pass defense of the night. Woo-wee. Keyshawn working on Noah Brown on that one. All right. 3rd and 5, ball at the 33. 3 receivers on the left side, single receiver to the right. Daniels in the shotgun with a running back to his right. Takes a snap, looking, pressure, deep throw down the left sideline, and that'll be incomplete. Trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And Terry McLaurin working on Nate Hobbs there. Great job by Nate, not letting him catch it. And the field goal is good for the Commanders here. They are on the board for the first time tonight. We have 4:27 left in the first half. The Packers have a chance to extend this lead before the half here, man. But they got to make sure that they can get down the field here, man. It is one of those where, if you're not playing it right, man, you might give the ball back to this young athletic quarterback with enough time to maybe get their first touchdown in the game. And let me see here. Let's go pick six. Let's go, please. I do not. I agree with you, man. I feel like it's gonna happen, man. Keyshawn, Carrington, Valentine's. They've almost been right there to potentially get a pick. It's almost been close, man. Just this close. Captain Mickey Mouse, Dave. I'm wondering what Diggs did to his ACL thing to be broken. Oh man, I don't know. What did he break it again? Kick is away. It'll be caught to 2. It's going to be returned to the 10, to the 15, 20, 25, and taken down at the 27 is Emmanuel Wilson, man. The Packers have just a bunch of guys returning kicks and punts, man. We've seen Matthew Golden, Keyshawn Nixon, now Emmanuel Wilson. Yeah, man. I'm trying to remember what happened to Stefan. I don't think he was being tackled. I think it was just a non-contact injury, man. So 1st and 10, ball at the 27, and it's gonna be a handoff to Savion Williams, who's down the left sideline. Holy cow, man! Savion in basically a running back position there in the shotgun next to Love, and just took that pass right around to that left side, man. Holy cow. Dude, this kid's explosive. Great block by Tucker Kraft, and I think it's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Yes, so 2nd and 2. Ball at the 35. Love under center. Sends Kraft in motion. Hands off to Jacobs, who will be good for a first down out across the 40 there. And the Packers keep it moving here with a nice first down run. And it'll be brought back. Penalty on the Packers, holding. And that is on the former Atlanta Falcon, the tight end Fitzpatrick. Working on John Baptiste. We got 2nd and 12, ball back at the 25 after the penalty. Wicks in motion, Jordan looking, dumps it underneath to Chris Brooks, and he will be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and long coming up for the Packers. Yeah, so some early mistakes here by some young Packer players. Could you see what it says if it tells you his number is 8 on the Pats? Yeah. Stefan is number 8 on the Patriots. That is correct. Yes, it is. 2nd and 25. Sorry, 2:25 here left in the second quarter. Jordan looking, pressured, rolling out to his left, trying to find somebody deep down the field. And Romeo Doubs just breaking that one up trying to make sure that Lattimore does not have a pick. And unfortunately, this Packers offense going 3 and out. Daniel Willen in to punt this one away. It's going to be a pretty decent punt. Caught at the 19, to the 25, to the 30. Breaks the tackle, 35-40. And down he goes at the 43-yard line. A heck of a return for the Commanders here, nearly at midfield already. Oddly enough, man, neither of these teams have used a timeout. They do know that they don't get to save these, right? No, they don't roll over to the second half. I would just burn one for funsies, be like, timeout. Why not? All right, 1st and 10. Daniels in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right. Ertz in motion. Pressure. Turns up field. Run in, out across the 50, and will pick up about 7 yards on that QB scramble, man. Now you're starting to see Daniels get a little bit more open, man. They're starting to find the running lanes. Starting to find the gaps in that pass rush. All right, that takes us to the 2-minute warning here in the second quarter at Lambeau Field. Jayden Daniels in this Washington Commanders offense looking for their first touchdown of the game. Finally got on the board on their last drive. All right, let's look at some numbers here while we're waiting for this game to come back. So Jayden Daniels, 8 of 13, 43 yards through the air. Krosky Merritt is the leading rusher with 2 for 9. I think that's going to be updated with Daniels probably picking up that last run. Terry McLaurin, 2 for 18 yards. That's the biggest contribution in the receiver category. 1 sack by Jacob Martin. No turnovers in this game thus far. Jordan Love, 12 of 17, 200 yards already in this game. 1 touchdown, no picks. Josh Jacobs, 11 of 34, just averaging just slightly over 3 yards per carry. Does have a touchdown. Jordan has 14 yards on a 1 scramble run. Tucker Kraft, 3 for 89 yards. Malik Heath, 1 for that beautiful 37-yard catch down the left sideline. Romeo Doubs, 3 for 28 and the touchdown. And then Devontae Wyatt with the only sack for the Packers in this game thus far. Keyshawn Nixon has been able to break up a couple passes as well. So we're starting to see the defenses pick up a few more stops here and there, but just no massive splash plays outside of those two, each having that 1 sack. So, yeah, the Packers they really need to start the second half with some more firepower in the on the offensive side of the ball. Man, they started out hot, and then they kind of cooled down just a little bit. Obviously, they got a touchdown to make it 14-0, but you don't want to see this kind of Commanders offense linger around. All right, 2nd and 2, ball at the 49, handoff up the middle, and that'll be a first down run for the Commanders, picking up just enough. And that was the veteran running back Austin Eckler with some tough yardage. All right, hurry up offense, no huddle. Two receivers to the left. Daniels in the shotgun. Another handoff to Austin Eckler, and he'll pick up about 4 yards on the carry. All right, ball spotted at the 41. 2nd and 5. 4 receiver set, and it's going to be a false start on the Commanders there. Their left tackle moving before anybody else. That is the veteran tackle, Lambeau Tunsil. I always forget Lambeau Tunsil is now with the Commanders, man. Lambeau Tunsil famously had a little bit of a tumble in the 2013 draft after a photo of him, let's just say, hotboxing with a mask spread around the internet. Just I think like hours before the draft started, and he's turned out to be a pretty darn good pro. 2nd and 10, ball at the 46. Daniels immediately pressured, gets it underneath to Deebo Samuel, who will be out across the 40. And, it was a fumble, but recovered by the Commanders. That was a gain of 6, so it'll be 3rd and 4 for the Commanders here. They are just on the outskirts of a makeable field goal. Terry McLaurin in motion now to the right. 3 receivers on that right side. Daniels looking, pressured, rolling, buying time, throws it. And it'll be nearly intercepted by the Green Bay Packers. Xavier McKinney on the coverage. And that'll force a 4th and 4. Micah Parsons working on Tunsil. Tunsil barely able to hold on. Parsons delivering a nice little shoulder check to the very skinny and wiry quarterback there. Daniels comes up smiling and maybe probably giving compliments to Parsons. Kick is up, and it is no good. Trying a 58-yarder before the half, and the Packers are actually going to have some decent field position. 14 seconds left. They do have all 3 timeouts, I believe. All right, we got 1st and 10 here. Jordan in the shotgun, ball at the 48. Single receiver to the left. Jordan looking, throws deep down the right sideline, finds Dontavian Wicks for a 1st down. And the Packers will use a timeout here, I believe, unless they're saying Wicks did go out of bounds. Yes, he did. So he stops the clock at 8 seconds. So are we seriously going to finish this game without any of these? Finish this half without any of the teams using a timeout here. 3 receivers to the left. Jordan in the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. Jacobs gets down. Timeout. There we go. Stopping the clock with 4 seconds left. Picking up some good yardage over the middle and setting up Brandon McManus to hopefully extend this lead. And there we go. We got a timeout, finally. I mean, I worked so hard to put these dots up, man. I want to use them. These are artfully crafted dots. Okay, I'm making myself by hand. All right, McManus in for this 48-yard attempt. Kick is up. Oh no! It hits the right upright. Mm, not what you wanted just before the half, man. Ah, oh, it hurts. It hurts. Well, all right. At halftime, Green Bay Packers are on top 14-3 over the Washington Commanders, man. Packers offense is looking slightly inconsistent, but they are going up against a pretty solid Washington defense. But you do want them to have a little bit more success in the running game in the second half, man. I think they're starting to get it going a little bit here, but you want to see more consistency. More dots, more dots. Absolutely. So basically, about as soon as I got rid of one of these dots, I had to put it right back because the second half, they get all three timeouts back. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Worked so hard. I worked so hard, and all I got to use is one. And it didn't even last that long. Disappointed. But yeah, man. Holy cow. Holy cow. And you know what, man? I mean, we're at halftime. We got to talk about. So, these are the games that we will be covering on the channel. So, to start out Sunday, it'll be the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. Josh Allen coming off one of the biggest, biggest comebacks of week one, going up against Justin Fields, who had a pretty darn good debut for the Jets. Unfortunately, the former Jets quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, had an even better debut and got the win. But Justin Fields, if they can duplicate that, find that kind of offensive firepower, the Jets are going to be pretty happy. On the other side, they hope their defense is able to hold up a lot better than giving up almost 35 points to a 41-year-old quarterback. So for the Jets, you got to take the good with the bad. Your offense looked really good, and your defense, needless to say, has underperformed for a while now. So let's go. But yes, that will be the first matchup of week one that we will be doing on the channel for Sunday. After that, was there any other game that we could choose? It's going to be the Eagles and the Chiefs, a rematch of Super Bowl 49, 59, Super Bowl 59. And yeah, man, that's going to be a pretty darn good matchup. The Eagles looked pretty good in the first game of the season. And then on top of that, the Chiefs are dealing with some injuries. They signed a couple street free agents, and hopefully they can kind of bring us a little bit of magic. Obviously, that Super Bowl matchup last year was a one-sided affair. I think it's going to be a little bit closer this time, but who knows? If Jalen Hurts and that offense can kind of get going, they didn't really throw for a whole lot of yardage. But if they can get going, I could see them running away with it again. But if Mahomes and that offense can kind of get back to gelling, and that Chiefs defense can play a little bit better than they did in that first week matchup against the Chargers, we should be a pretty good matchup. So that'll be the second game, Eagles Chiefs, and then finally we'll finish up Sunday with a pretty interesting matchup. It'll be the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. So obviously JJ McCarthy coming off a pretty incredible fourth quarter. He looked pretty bad to pedestrian in the first three, but man, that young man turned it on. That whole team turned it on in the fourth quarter. And then for the Atlanta Falcons, we saw some really good things from Michael Penix. They kept on staying with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Everybody thought that Tampa was gonna be able to win pretty convincingly, but the Atlanta Falcons just never went away, man. Never went away. Kept on taking that lead and things like that. But unfortunately, at the end, the Atlanta defense just could not hold on to that lead and gave up a game-winning field goal, or no, game-winning touchdown to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They did have a chance to kick a field goal at the end, but Young Wei Koo was not able to convert it. So that'll be the final matchup of a pretty packed Sunday, Atlanta versus Minnesota. Let me see here. David, I picked the Bills to win that one, but if the Jets win, I won't be terribly upset. I could see it too, man. The Bills defense has underperformed as well, man. They looked good in spurts last year, but for the most part, I think it is the Bills are definitely a team that is very much built to win with offense, and they just have to hope that that defense can just, if they can hold teams to 24 to 28 points, you have a good chance of winning because of how dangerous that Bills offense is. So yeah. But once again, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets could win that one. It's again, the Jets have such a talented defense when it comes to names and you know the talent that's there. It should be working, but it's not. Is that just a week one issue that kind of lingered from last year, or is it a player issue that is going to have to take a season or two to fix itself? So we'll see. All right. David, I hope the Eagles lose by 25. David, come on, man. Even if that would that balance it out? Come on. You want them to lose by 50, don't you? Just to make you I think so. All right. You see here, David, I picked the Vikings to win against the Dirty Birds. Man, I don't know. I liked the Vikings' run defense. Their pass defense needed some work. They gave up some big chunk plays to a pretty pedestrian Chicago team. But then they turned it on at the end of basically the second half. They basically shut down that Chicago offense. So maybe it was just they had to get kind of acclimated back into the rhythm of the regular season. Who knows? But yeah, man, that's to me it's almost a coin flip, just because I believe that the Vikings defense is going to play better, but I'm not 100% sold on that offense just yet. They have weapons for sure. They have two really good running backs. They have two really good receivers, and they have a pretty decent tight end in T.J. Hawkinson. But I'm not 100% sold yet on J.J. McCarthy. I would be okay if the Eagles lost by 69. Nice. But yeah, man. Let's go, man. But yes, if you guys are new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe, man. We're trying to get to 100 subscribers before October hits. And we're close, man. We got 92 subscribers the last time I checked. And we're getting there, man. We're slowly climbing, man. But yeah, man, we do every primetime game, every Packer game, along with some other content that we'll be rolling out as the season goes on. So if you want to be a part of that, please leave a like and subscribe. Helps out the channel immensely. But yeah, man. And then for Monday night, we will be going with the early game. Obviously, I don't want to. I don't want people to have to stay up until like 1 in the morning to watch a Monday night football game, and I really don't want to stay up that late either. So yeah, we'll be doing the early game. Oh, look at that man, Sterling Sharp. Let's go, getting his name on the facade of Lambeau Field, man. Let's freaking go. One of the best receivers in franchise history, in my opinion. Also, one of the greatest receivers to ever play football. If his career did not get cut short because of an injury, man, there's no doubt, absolutely no doubt, that Sharp would be in the Hall of Fame along with his brother. Yeah, man, Sterling Sharp, man. If you don't know, just right off the bat, was basically Brett Favre's number one guy when Brett Favre's first couple of years there. Um, he was one of the few receivers that almost consistently was getting 90 to 100 receptions per season. That was before it became such a common thing. Like nowadays, it'd be weird if you didn't see more than a handful of receivers and even tight ends with triple digit catches. That like back in the early 90s, that wasn't the case. That was something that was rare. That was You had to be a pretty darn good receiver to be able to get those numbers consistently. And I'm pretty sure Sterling Sharp had multiple seasons with at least 100 catches or more. But unfortunately, during it was like an innocuous, it was an innocuous play. It wasn't even that he got tackled. It was he was lined up, and it was a running play. And typically, you see the receivers try to block um, the corners there. I think it was a running play. It might have been a. I don't think it was a passing play, but anyway, the corner that was lined up with Sterling tried to jam him early. Basically, just kind of give him a nice little shove to the chest, and the whiplash alone ended up cracking, I think, a vertebrae or damaging a vertebrae in Sterling's neck. And yeah, after that, he just was never the same, and he ended up having to retire soon after that. So, just unfortunate, man. One of the best receivers the game has ever seen. Unfortunately, just lost to just such a odd and weird injury. So, but yeah, but I'm happy Sterling is getting some love, man. Oh, the guy needs to be remembered as a Green Bay legend. All right, baby, we are back for the second half here on Thursday Night Football. Are you going to root for the Bucks on Monday night? Oh man, that is a good question. I like Baker Mayfield. I'm a Baker Mayfield guy. Let me see here. All right, it's gonna be caught at the 5. I'll get back to the who I'm rooting for here to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Breaks a tackle to the 45, 50, 45, and out is Debo Samuel with an incredible return to open up the second half. Man, caught the Packers special teams snapping. Man, come on, come on. Um, to be honest with you, if it was an NFC game, like an NFC matchup, like an interconference one, I would probably be going for the Bucks. But I I need the Houston Texans to win. I need every advantage for the Packers. I need every NFC team to lose as much as they can. First and 10, ball at the 44 of Green Bay. Three receivers to the left. Daniels in the shotgun. Hands it off to his running back, who will pick up a good amount of yardage down out across the 40. Picks up about maybe 5. So I guess for that Monday night matchup, I will be rooting for the Texans. But I do like the Bucks. I like their coaching staff. I like their players. I like Baker Mayfield. But I need the Packers to have the best chance to get the number 1 seed. Second and 6. 3 receivers stacked up on that left side, and Daniels having to throw that ball to the turf. A lot of pressure in Daniels' face. And that was Lucas Van Ness and Rashawn Gary with the pressure from the edge. All right, in comes Micah Parsons. Rashawn Gary is there as well, man. So Daniels is gonna have to. He's gonna have to either be pretty quick with this throw, or he's gonna have to scramble around. So. All right, 2 receivers stacked up on that left side. Daniels in the shotgun, running back to his left. All right, Packers show blitz. Pressure by McCall. My goodness, caught for a first down, and Micah Parsons nearly got to Daniels there, man. Woo-wee. Evan Williams was looking for a flag, man. He said there's a push there. Ooh. First and 10, ball at the 31. Single receiver to the right. Daniels in the shotgun, running back, hands it off up the middle, and the rookie running back is good for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7 coming up. Lucas Van Ness with the tackle there. So you're rooting for the Chiefs on Sunday. Guess I have to, man. I'm going to be a Chiefs fan on Sunday. So I'm right there with you. Dave and David, Chiefs fans for life. All right. Daniels in the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it underneath to Deebo Samuel, who will pick up about 3 yards. Heck of a job by Deebo. Basically getting on a little swing pass behind the line of scrimmage. Didn't go down easy, man. Was able to pick up about 2 yards after contact. So we got 3rd and 3, ball at the 24. Daniels in the shotgun, tight end in motion, 2 receivers to the left. Packers showing pressure here with 5. They send 5. And Daniels goes down for a sack. Micah Parsons and Edgerrin Cooper in on the sack. There is a flag. It was basically the flag came almost immediately. So we will see what it is here. It's going to be holding on the Commanders, so it's going to be declined. Man, Micah just absolutely destroyed him. So yeah, Micah gets half a sack. He will share it with Edgerrin Cooper, the man out of Texas A&M. Micah with that finger, man. All right, Commanders in to kick this one. Gay in to kick this one as well. 52 yards. He missed from 58. And he will miss from 52. It hits the left upright. It must be a windy day, man. We've seen 4 field goals attempted, and only one of them has made it through. McManus missed one before the half, and now Gay is 0 for 2. Ooh. Seastrom, Micah, Parsons. 2 doinks. Oh my goodness. We have a double doink, but from 2 different players. A doink from each player. Unbelievable. Seastrom! Absolutely. Forgot to say the name correctly. My goodness, man. We can't just say Seastrom. We gotta yell it out like a Viking. But not that kind of Viking. Not the guys like a historical. No, not. You know what? Never mind. Seastrom! Let's check it out here. All right. How you doing, brother? Good morning, good morning. Man, we got the whole crew here, man. Heck yeah, let's go. Let's go. But yeah, man, if anybody is watching, if you're new here, please leave a like and subscribe. We try to do as many games as we can, primetime games, Packer games, everything you think of, man. We try to do it. Plus, we got some great people in the chat, man. We got Seastrom, David Stegosaurus, Captain Mickey Mouse, man, Dahlia, she's in here as well, man. We got some great people in the chat, man. So definitely hit up the chat. And we're just going to keep it going, man. We're just going to keep it rolling. All right, man. Packers offense. Going to have some decent field position, man. They got to capitalize on this, man. The Packers defense did their job, man. Commanders had great field position, man, after that great return. Jordan Love under center, single back in the backfield, single receiver to the left. Matthew Golden in motion. Jordan looking, throws over the middle, finds Tucker. No, that is Lucas Musgrave down to the 35 of Washington. I don't know what it is about Lucas Musgrave, man. That man cannot seem to stay on his feet when he catches a pass. It's hilarious. I love it. All right, 1st and 10. Ball at the 35. 5 receiver set. Jordan alone in the shotgun. Kraft in motion. Jordan pressured. He has to throw it away. Woo! Barely able to get enough on that throw to get it out of bounds. I like that by Jordan, man. As soon as he felt the pressure, he's like, is there anything downfield? No. Throw it away. Go. 2nd and 10. 2 backs in the backfield. Kraft in motion. Savion Williams in motion. Hand up to Jacobs. Breaks the tackle and will pick up the 1st down for the Packers. It's going to be very close, I should say, to a 1st down. Let's see where they mark it. And that is going to move the chains, it looks like. All right, Jacob's best run of the night. Broke a tackle basically at after about 2 yards, and then just scampered for the rest of the way. All right. We got Romeo Dobbs alone on the right side. 3rd and 1, actually. They readjusted the play, the positioning of the ball. So Musgrave in motion. Gets it to Musgrave. And he's going to be inside the 20 down to the 17. And that is a first down for the Packers, man. Musgrave getting some looks here, man. We haven't seen Musgrave in a while. He was a distant second tight end last season to Tucker Kraft. And then last week he caught a pass, but nothing too crazy. He's got 2 catches on this drive alone and 2 first downs as well picked up. First and 10, ball at the 17, hand off to Jacobs, and he will stumble forward across the 15. There is a flag on the field, so we'll see what's going on here. Based on Matt LaFleur's anger, I think it's going to be on the Packers, and it is a holding penalty on Sean Ryan, the right guard there. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Yeah, he basically almost spun Payne around by just pulling on his shoulder pads there. So, yeah, that was a quick and easy penalty to call. Second and 20, ball at the 27. Savion Williams in motion, Kraft in motion, and that's going to be a flag. They had 2 players moving at the same time, so false start, and the Packers offense just shooting themselves in the foot. Six penalties for 55 yards for the Packers. Commanders just 3 for 20. First and 25. Savion Williams in motion. Now motions back. Love looking. Gets it back in nearly one chunk. Kraft with an incredible route, man. Just wide open down the seam and picks up about, I think, like 17 or 18 yards there, man. Holy cow. Sinstrel just letting Kraft loose. And I believe that is going to bring Kraft over 100 yards on the day. 4 catches, a buck 05, sorry, a buck 08 through the air. So we got 2nd and 6. Jordan under center, hands it off to Jacobs, who will stumble his way for a first down inside the 15 down to about the 12. Sorry, inside the 10 down to the 7. See, and that is something that you saw a couple years ago. Like a bad sequence of penalties like that would have basically ended the Packers' drive. It would have been a field goal attempt, blah, blah, blah. But, man, not this team. They look talented. Jordan, pressure, keeps it rolling, and he's going to throw it away, falling backwards. We got 2nd and goal coming up here. But just the way that the Packers were able to pick up 25-plus yards. You know, it took 2 bad penalties to push them that far back, but it only took 2 plays to make up that yardage and get a new set of downs, man. That is the mark of a good team, an explosive offense, and a heck of a play caller, too, in Matt LaFleur. So Gotta give Matt his some love, man. All right, two receivers on that left side. Jacobs in motion. Jordan in the shotgun. Jacobs cuts it upfield, breaks a tackle, and will be taken down at the 4. Nice gain of about 3. Yeah, Jordan Love trying to throw a block out there for for Jacobs, man. Like I love Love, man, but Jesus, don't be putting yourself in a position to get hit, man. All right, so we got 3rd and goal coming up for the Packers inside the 5. Romeo Dobbs alone to the right side. Jordan in the shotgun. Looking, pocket collapsing. He's going to run, and he will throw it away. And the Packers are going to have to settle for a field goal here. Mm. And that was Matt LaFleur. They just showed that he was trying to get a timeout called before that ball was snapped. Could not get anybody's attention. So the Packers are going to have to settle for a field goal here. Kick is up, and it is, ooh, it's a little close to that left upright there, but it is good, and the Packers retake a 14-point lead here. 6:37 left in the 3rd. Let's go, man. But yeah, man, freaking Tucker Kraft, man, he's having a heck of a season, man. He had a pretty good game against the Detroit Lions last week. Caught a touchdown, picked up some good yardage, and now it's just over 100 yards, man, on the day. I'm just trying to look at here, look at the Commanders. I'm trying to look at some of their biggest acquisitions during the offseason here. And they didn't bring in too many big names really at all. Trey Amos, that was the corner that was able to bat the ball away. That would have been Matthew Golden's first touchdown in the NFL. He's done a pretty good job in this game. Ja'Cory Krosky Merton, man, it's going to be a name I'm going to be struggling to say. But Krosky Merton, he's been basically the number 1 running back for the Commanders here, man. Austin Eckler has also been part of that. But, whew. I'm going to look for a pick 6 by the Packers on the next Commanders possession. Absolutely, dog. Absolutely. It's going to happen, man. Packers corners, I mean, they had a couple chances, man. They were able to get their hands on a couple balls in the first half. So it's going to be returned out across the 20 down to the 25, and a great tackle by number 31 on the Packers. Heck of a tackle, man. Woo! How the heck do I not know who 31 is? Who is this? Who is it? Oh, Nick Nyman, man. Nick Nyman, who had a freaking heck of a game last week. I think I also mispronounced his name last week as well. So yeah, the linebacker, number 31, Nick Nyman, heck of a job. Bringing down Debo Samuel at the 27. First and 10. Two receivers stacked up on that left side. Debo in motion. Jayden Daniels takes a snap, looking, pressured, and he gets it to his tight end for a gain of 7. Daniels took a shot on that one. And officially going to be a gain of 8. Second and 2 coming up. Also, Al Michaels should do shots on camera with Curb Hurt Street. Absolutely, man. If Al Michaels does it, I will do it. Second and 3 officially. And Tyron. Oh my goodness. Edgerrin Cooper, I should say. Absolutely knifing up the middle to bring down the running back. That's either going to be a loss of 1 or just right at the goal line, man. A beautiful wrap up, man. Just beautiful. Oh. I mean, great offense is awesome, man. A great tackle, a great defensive play. Oh, beautiful. Pressure by the Packers, and that'll be incomplete. Woo! Forcing Jayden Daniels to get that ball out as quickly as possible. Breaking the timing of that one, trying to get it to Scary Terry down that left sideline. Who was that again? Was that Cooper again? Yep, Cooper on a blitz, middle linebacker blitz. Let's freaking go, man. The Packers defense, man, they pinned their ears back on that one. That was Jeff Hafley just having fun. Punt is away. It'll be caught at the 18-yard line. Keyshawn Nixon tackled immediately. There's going to be a flag on the play, though. I think this might be on the Commanders, maybe. Nope. It's going to be on the Packers for holding. And that is going to be on Kamal Hayden, number 36. That is a sixth-round draft pick from Kansas City, actually. Drafting him in the 6th round last year. So, yeah, man, the Tennessee Volunteer making a little bit of a mistake there. So the Packers will probably get the ball probably inside their own 20. So just another drive that has to go quite a bit of a length to be able to get into field goal range. Let's see here. me see here. I forgot the Packers traded for. His name is Darian Kennard. They traded with the Eagles to pick him up. Former fifth round draft pick in 2022, also from Kansas City. He became only the second player in NFL history to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls because he spent 2 years with Kansas City. They won 2 titles, and then he got traded, I believe, or let go. Yeah, he got let go, and then he went to the Eagles, and he was on their roster when they beat Kansas City last season. So yeah, 3 Super Bowls for this young man. What a heck of a what a heck of a career already for Kennard. All right, Packers at the 9-yard line. Jacobs in the backfield. Jordan under center. Hands it off to Jacobs, and he'll be good for about a yard down to the 10. Dude, imagine that. Your first 3 years in the NFL, you barely have to play, really. He's only played in 4 games and started 1. And you win 3 Super Bowls right off the bat. Heck of a job. But yeah, the Packers traded a 6th-round draft pick for Kennard. 2nd and 9, Jordan in the shotgun. Hands it off to Jacobs again over the middle and will only be good for about a yard, maybe 2. All right, man. Washington prepared to stop the run here, man. Man, look at the moon right now, man. Looking like a beautiful ball of cheese. Woo! Third and 8. Single receiver to the right. Jordan in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Wicks in motion. Pressure. And Jordan just has to throw that one away. And that is going to be a quick 3 and out for the Packers offense. Yeah, not a whole lot of time taken off the off the clock here. We still got 3:41 left in the third. Packers going to punt this one from their own end zone. Daniel Whalen booting this one into the Lambeau field night. It's going to be caught at the 40, and Lane gets upended at the 50, but still good return, great field position for the Commanders here, man. Down by 14. That was a heck of a tackle by McDuffie. Woo. Let's freaking go, man. If you're just joining us, please leave a like and subscribe, man. It helps out the channel immensely. We're trying to get to 100 before October. And, man, dude, we do every primetime game, every Packer game, along with other content that we do throughout the season. So if you want to be a part of that, like and subscribe, man. We got some great people in the chat as well. And on top of that, man, has anybody seen any good movies lately? I know the summer season went through. I saw Superman. I saw a lot, actually. I saw Weapons most recently. Zach Kreger. But I'm trying to see if there's any movies coming up in the next couple of weeks that I should look out for. Let me know. Oh, Together. That's another movie I saw too. That was a wild one. That was a really, really wild one. And my final reckoning was really good. I heard that, man. That was one movie. I think that's the one movie I didn't get a chance to see. Like one of those big blockbusters. That was the one I missed. All right, all right. I'll check it out, man. It has to be coming out on Blu-ray at some point here. Definitely check it out. Seastrom, thank you for the recommendation, my friend. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. All right, we are back. Daniels alone in the shotgun, ball at the 50. Two tight end set. Daniels has time, throws it deep to the right sideline with almost an incredible catch by Noah Brown. Keyshawn Nixon on the coverage, man. Let's go. Oh, nice little stop and go there by Brown. Oh, the ball went right through his hands. Otherwise, it would have probably been a catch. Daniels looking underneath to Hurts, and he'll be good for about 8 yards. It'll set up a 3rd and short for the Commanders. Zach Ertz, man, the Philadelphia legend, still working, still working in the league, man. He was really good for them last year, man. 3rd and 1, handoff up the middle to Austin Eckler, and I think he'll be just shy of the first. It's literally going to be maybe half a yard. It's actually going to be about the length of the football. So we got 4th and inches coming up here. The Commanders are going for it. Single receiver to the right, two to the left. Daniels in the shotgun with Eckler to his right. And it's going to be a handoff, and he just got it on that second effort. Austin Eckler keeping the legs churning. Packers defense had him stopped initially, but that pile just kept on moving just a little bit. 1st and 10, ball at the 40. Daniels looking, pressured, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary and Devontae Wyatt. Let's freaking go. Rashawn Gary rushing from that right side. Woo! Let's freaking go. Woohoo! Single receiver to the right. Daniels over the middle, throws it, and will pick up some decent yardage. Oh, it's actually going to be, I believe, did Hurts haul that one in again? So it looks like it's going to be a catch over the middle by Zach Ertz, picking up some good yardage. Looked like it was an initial bobble, but I think he was able to haul it in just before going to the ground. So we got 3rd and 7 coming up for the Commanders. Packers showing pressure with 6 on the line. Single receiver to the right. Daniels alone in the shotgun. Has time. No, he doesn't. And it's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Scary Terry on that left side. Very similar to how the previous drive ended. And that was Carrington Valentine going one-on-one with one of the best receivers in the game. Dang, dude. Carrington Valentine, a former seventh round draft pick. The guy has basically been a starter for the Packers for each of the last 2 years. Sorry, last year and this year. And I mean, he played pretty darn good in his rookie year as well. And the Commanders are going for it here. 4th and 7. Clock is stopped at 22 seconds. Five receiver set. Daniels alone in the shotgun. Pressure is slow to get there. And Zach Ertz catches it right at the line to gain. They're going to mark him a yard shy, but there is a flag on the field as well. So we'll see what that is. And based off of LaFleur's reaction, it's going to be on the Packers. Holding on the Packers, automatic first down. Nate Hobbs, the new Packer corner. In his first game as a Green Bay Packer, he was hurt last week, did not play in that game. So automatic first down, 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Two receivers on that right side. Daniels looking to run, and he will be stopped right at the goal line there. I was making sure it wasn't a sack, but I don't think it will be. That was a Cooper running him out of bounds. And that is the end of the third quarter here at Lambeau Field. Packers on top, 17-3, heading into the fourth. Dang, dude, the Packers defense is so damn good right now, man. I legitimately thought the Commanders were going to play a lot better. And granted, we still have the fourth quarter to go. We saw what a team can do in the fourth quarter on Monday and on Sunday night. So I'm not gonna be counting the chickens just yet. But dang, dude, this is a very good Commanders offense. They got weapons. I think their running backs, obviously, they could be doing a little bit better, but Austin Eckler is no slouch. But yeah, man, the Packers defense has just been phenomenal. Even when the pressure is not there initially, it gets there in a hurry. Let's see here. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Do I remember Chris Rodriguez, man? He had a pretty solid season for the Commanders last year. And we have not seen this kid do much, man. All right. We are back. So 2nd and 10. Daniels alone in the shotgun. Three receivers on that left side. Pressure immediately by Micah Parsons. And ho ho ho! Jayden Daniels is upended after a gain of about one. And that is Javon Bullard, man, who just, woo! Dude, Micah Parsons literally was just, I think I've said this before, shot out of a cannon. Dude, he scared Daniel so much that he just started running. He didn't even try to look downfield. And by the time he looked back forward, Javon Bullard was already about to tackle him. Oh yeah. No. Also, I like to say this every game now. Um, thank you, thank you so much, Jerry Jones. I appreciate you. And yeah, if we win a Super Bowl, I believe that you should be in the Packer Hall of Fame. Thank you, Jerry. All right, we got 3rd and 9 coming up. Shout out to Cannon, to a cannon, you say, towards the moon. I mean, the way the moon is looking right now, man, I want to be shot to the moon, man. That thing looks golden right now, literally golden. 3rd and 9, two receivers stacked up on the left side. Daniels quick throw, and he gets it to Terry McLaurin in between Xavier McKinney and Edgerrin Cooper, picks up 10 yards on 3rd and 9. Oh, a bit deflating there for that Packers offense, dude. Come on. Come on. All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 20. Daniels in the shotgun, fullback, running back, play action, looking, throws it underneath to Zach Ertz, who breaks the tackle to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown! Commanders get their first touchdown of the game here in the 4th. Mm, mm, mm. Like I said, we've seen it before. Do not count your chickens just yet. When they used a Matt was that a Matt LaFleur special? Yes, it was. Basically, it's when that tight end kind of just sneaks, kind of almost runs along the goal line or the line of scrimmage, and then turns upfield, running across the formation and then turns upfield. And the extra point is right down the middle. Seastrom, what a game! Absolutely, man. It's gonna be a wild fourth quarter. Like I said, I don't expect the Washington Commanders. I did not expect them to be stuck at 3 points for the rest of the game. I knew something was going to happen at some point. I was just hoping the Packers would score a couple touchdowns before then. All right, man. All right, so before all the craziness happens here in the fourth, I am actually going to use the bathroom. So I will be back. Enjoy the couch. Kick is away. Caught at the end zone and downed in the end zone by Savion Williams. Whew. And yes, I did wash my hands. I'm not a savage. All right. I know what you're thinking. You're a little defensive, Dave. I know what you were thinking. I could feel it. I could feel the judgment through the screen. They're like, did he come back without? No. All right. It was no. But yeah, man. Man, made it just in time too. Jeez. All right, we got 1st and 10. Jordan in the shotgun, running back to his left. Wicks in motion, ball to 35. Play action. Jordan throws, finds Wicks for a first down, gain of 11, and Wicks takes a seat right next to Terry McLaurin on the bench. There you go. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Also, how was Couch? Did he bore you? And right now he's on a big kick of talking about the Ottoman Empire, dude. Oh my god, man. Anything you talk about, you're like, hey man, did you see? Did you want to go get some food? You know who had great food? The Ottoman Empire. Every time. Jordan under center, play action, pressure immediately, tries to get it to Tucker Kraft, and it will be incomplete. That might have been actually Fitzpatrick. There's going to be a flag, and I think it's going to be on the Commanders. And it's going to be holding on the Commanders. Let's go! Marshawn Lattimore helping us out. Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you, thank you. And that was Savion Williams working on Marshawn Lattimore. I don't know. There wasn't a whole lot there, but I'm not going to complain about it. All right, Jordan under center. Williams in motion. Single back in the backfield. Jordan looking, pressured, over the middle, and he will try to get Romeo Doubs and unable to. Coverage was tight, and that was Amos. Once again, man, the rookie having a heck of a game. Staying with one of the best receivers in the game in Romeo Doubs. Ooh. Jordan kind of moving in the pocket into the pressure, actually. Jordan in the shotgun, single receiver to the left. Ball at the 49 of the Commanders. It's going to be a handoff to Jacobs. He cuts it upfield down to the 45, and after a nice gain of 5, the Packers will have a 3rd and about medium to coming up here, man. All right. Commanders showing pressure here. 3rd and 6. Need to get the ball just past the 40. Pressure. Jordan looking. Trying to buy some time. He throws and he finds Tucker Kraft for a first down. There is a flag on the field, though. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. Tell me the... I mean, I sent the check to the referee, so they should have cleared. Yes, it's going to be on the Commanders. So that'll be declined. There you go. There you go. And that wasn't that big of a check either. No. Yeah, because those big checks that you get, you know, when you win a prize, I tried to send it to it, but it was tough to go through the mail. So apparently I couldn't find a big enough envelope. So I just said, hey, just a little check. 1st and 10. Jordan Love under center, hands it off to Jacobs, who is going to be able to pick his way for a gain of about 2. Man, dude, Jacobs has just not been able to really get anything going here. $116 for Tucker Kraft. That is the most for a tight end for the Packers since 2015. And that was Richard Rodgers with 146. And you could probably guess which game that was. Hail Mary in Motown. Savion Williams with a direct snap. He gets it to the 30, 25, and he slips at the 25, running too fast for even the ground to make contact. But he does pick up a first down. Incredible freaking job by the utility player out of TCU. Oh, I loved it. Jordan Love. Just basically going out wide as like a receiver. Great diversion, man. Heck of a job. Ball at the 19 officially. 1st and 10. Jordan under center. Golden in motion. He gets the nice little end around. He's to the 15. And down he goes to about the 11. A gain of 8 for the first round pick. And the Packers using all of their rookie weapons right now, man. So we got 2nd and 2 coming up here. 2 receivers to the left. Jacobs in motion now to the right. And Love under center. Hands off to Jacobs. He'll fight through a couple tackles and pick up the first down inside the 10, down to the 8. And the Packers keep moving the chains. And on top of that, they keep moving the clock down. Now under 9:30 left in this game and knocking on the door of the end zone. 2 tight end set, 2 receivers to the left. Once again, Jacobs motions to the right of Jordan Love. Play action, and he finds Tucker Kraft in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Let's frickin' go, man. Tucker Kraft with his 2nd touchdown of the season. Let's freaking go, man. Woo! Nice little play action. And Kraft just running a nice, I don't even, it's like a fade, basically a corner route from that right side. He was basically inline tight end. Those are one of my favorite plays to do in Madden, man. It's so freaking fun. So easy to get yardage. And the extra point is up and good. McManus just on point today. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. I wish the Packers had 2,000 points, but, you know. Let's freaking go, man. Packers respond to the Commanders' touchdown with their own long touchdown drive. Let's freaking go. Wow, Kraft extra point, good. 24-10, man. 24-10. Oh my God! If you need another reason to subscribe and like the channel, come on, man. We got Kraft mac and cheese scoring touchdowns right now, man. If you won't do it for me, do it for Tucker, man. Do it for Tucker. All right. But no, it does help out the channel a ton, guys. So if you're new here, please leave a like, subscribe. Trying to get to 100 before October. We're close. We got 92. And yeah, man. Hope you guys stick around, man. I appreciate you. And of course, everybody that's been here already, I appreciate you, man. David C. Strom, Captain Mickey Mouse, of course, Dahlia. Always appreciate you guys. So thank you. Thank you. We're going to keep it going. Absolutely, man. 9 minutes to play still. Absolutely, man. Like I said, what was the Bills were down what 15 points with less than 6 or 7 left to play, man. Yeah. Granted, the Ravens defense I don't think is as good as the Packers defense, which is if you would have told me like a year or two ago, I would have said that. I'd be like, was I drinking? Was I drinking a little bit? Ravens defense not as good as the Packers defense, but I mean at this point, man, whoo, Packers defense is looking good, good. They did it with 5 or 4 minutes left. Absolutely. Oh yeah, yeah. I knew it was pretty low. I think when they scored the first of the initial touchdowns, I think it was 5 minutes. I think when they started that final drive, it was probably around 6 or 7. But yeah, still, man, crazy things have happened. Did I just see a guy flash his Zin? All right, and the kick goes out of bounds. So the Commanders will have some decent field position to start this drive, trying to come back here, trying to complete an impressive comeback if they can. So far, man, total yards for the Commanders 144, man. Packers defense, ridiculous. All right, first and 10, ball to 35, empty set for the Commanders. Jayden Daniels takes the snap, looking, has time, has to scramble and run because the pressure came in real quick. Quay Walker able to bring him down after a gain of just 2 for Jayden Daniels. Dude, Halfley has just been in his bag today, dude. Second and 9. Two receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Jayden Daniels in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Delayed handoff to Austin Eckler, trying to pick his way for some yardage. He will pick up about 4 out across the 40. All right, we got third and 4. Ball nearly to the 41. Daniels in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Tight end to his left. And the ball is batted at the line. Wyatt getting his big paw up there. And that'll force a fourth down for the Commanders, man. All right, let's see what the Commanders will come up with here, man. They got to be creative. And I think Daniels is trying to get it to Zach Ertz on that previous play. All right, we got Daniels in the shotgun, running back to his left. Debo in motion, single receiver to the right side. Packers blitz and incredible Keyshawn Nixon. His third pass defended in the game, and it's a turnover on downs. 7:42 left in this game, and the Packers defense comes up with another incredible play. Just a hell of a job, man. Keyshawn Nixon working on Lane on that one. Dude, hot dang, man. We have a freaking defense here in Green Bay, dude. Holy cow, man. Just incredible. Freaking Micah Parsons, man. And like Micah, Van Ness, Rashawn Gary, Devontae Wyatt, man. All these guys that you want to be making jumps and impacts, they're making them. And on top of that, you got Edgerrin Cooper, Quay Walker looks phenomenal this season. Keyshawn Nixon, Carrington Valentine are just killing it. I mean, man, dude. Yeah, dude, the Packers, I mean, again, it's week 2. I'm not going to get too crazy excited. If the Packers are still playing, if their defense is still playing this dominant of a football in week 16, 17, yeah, you're gonna see me kind of be a little, maybe a little too excited still, but yeah, dude, you gotta enjoy the football while you can. All right, Packers back on offense. Jordan under center, fakes the handoff. Ball at the 40, throws it deep down the field and trying to find Wicks. Unable to connect with it, man. There's a Brian Gutekunst and Ed Policy. Ed Policy obviously taking over from Mark Murphy. I wonder how much Ed Policy had in a hand in bringing Micah here. I mean, he probably had to be on board for sure. Hand off to Jacobs, and he's going to be good for about 3 yards on the carry. I mean, the Packers have, if everything stays how it is right now, the Packers will have beaten 2 teams. One of them was the number 1 seed in the NFC and actually had, I think, the best record in the NFL last year. And then on top of that, you're going up against a team that made it all the way to the NFC Championship game, and you're beating them pretty handedly at this point. 3rd and 8, Jordan in the shotgun, quick pressure, and it'll be incomplete. Chris Brooks unable to haul that one in. Even if he did, he probably would have caught it right at the goal line. I mean, right at the line of scrimmage. So a quick 3-and-out for the Packers. All right, so Green Bay will use a timeout. Matt LaFleur not too happy with that. All right, they're going to send out Brandon McManus in to try to kick this 56-yarder. Try to make this a 3-possession game. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Packers on top by 17 with 6:42 left in the game, man. Perfect snap, perfect hold. Freaking kick was right on the money. Heck of a job. Man, freaking Brandon McManus, man, still can kick the heck out of that ball. That thing probably was good from like 60 plus. Nope, doesn't fit over the headphones. Bam. That'll be good. Looks good. Mm. All right, let's look at some numbers here while we're waiting for this game to come back. So we got Jayden Daniels, 16 of 28, 119 through the air, and a touchdown. Austin Eckler, leading rusher with 8 carries for 17 yards. Moret also with 17 for 4 carries. And Jayden Daniels just held to 16 yards on 6 carries. Man, holy cow. Zach Ertz is the leading receiver by far, actually. 4 catches, 49 yards. And then the next closest is Terry McLaurin, 3 for 29. Zach Ertz does have the only touchdown for the Commanders so far in this game. And Jordan Love, 19 for 31, 2 touchdowns, nearing 300 yards on the day. McManus kicks this one, and it's going to go out of the end zone. So Commanders start with the ball at the 35. Jacobs, 21 for 72, just 3.4 yards per carry. Does have a touchdown. And Savion Williams, 2 for 24. Tucker Kraft, 6 for a $1.24 and a touchdown. Dontavian Wicks, 4 for 44. Malik Heath, just that 137-yarder. Luke Musgrave, 2 for 32. And Romeo Doubs, 3 for 28. Gary and Devontae Wyatt have a full sack. Edgerrin Cooper and Micah Parsons share a sack. Daniels takes the snap, dumps it underneath to Zach Ertz, the leading receiver for the Commanders, and he's good for about 7. Out across the 43. Second and 2. Very generous spot, in my opinion. Daniels, quick throw underneath. Gets it to Terry McLaurin. Breaks a tackle out across the 50. Down near the 45 of Green Bay. Daniels alone in the shotgun. Looking, throws. And it's Keyshawn Nixon with another incredible freaking defensive play. 4 pass breakups for Keyshawn Nixon. Dang, dude. Like I said, man, there are some days where Keyshawn is like, he gets a little too handsy, gets a couple penalties, maybe gets beat. And then there are some games like this. Like this game, what was it, like 2 years ago, he picked off Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, dude. Incredible. Micah Parsons, pressure, and that'll be incomplete. And Devontae Wyatt, number 95, dude. Dude, since Kenny Clark, man, Devontae has just he's taken over as the the guy in the middle, the big guys that can get pressure, man. Kobe Wooden, heck of a player with great solid pass rush, really good against the run. But Devontae Wyatt, man, just oof. 3rd and 10. Daniels has time, gets it underneath to Deebo Samuel, who's going to break a tackle, gets a first down out across the 35 down to about the 33. And we have Austin Eckler, who is, ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, man, sorry, dude. Oh, man, I just saw the way Eckler's body was like just tensing up in pain, dude. It hurt me, man, because, oof. Oh, non-contact injury. Ah. And he was trying to get up and get off the field, but like you can tell, like just like immediately the amount of pain that he was. Oh, dude, why they have to be this late too, man? Austin Eckler, man, the freaking dude is unable to put any pressure on that right leg. When he was he was grabbing his calf slash ankle, so it's most likely I man. Yeah, like he was basically like writhing in pain when the camera kind of cut to him, and that's why I was just like, oh damn, that sucks, man. We got 1st and 10. Got to get back to the game. Ball at the 34. Daniels looking, pressured, rolling, throws it up. Wide open is McCaffrey down inside the 15. I think they're going to mark him around the 12-yard line. That is a Lucas McCaffrey or Luke McCaffrey. Just completely wide open. I don't know what the heck happened there. 1st and 10. Daniels looking, has to scramble, and it's going to be taken down after just a gain of 2. Heck of a job. That was big Kobe Jack Cheese Wooden. And Jayden Daniels comes up with limping just a bit there. Sorry, that was not Kobe Wooden. That was actually JJ Enekbari. Landed right on Daniels' legs there. Kind of pinned underneath the weight. Daniels, ooh, looks like he's walking very gingerly on that one. Quick throw, gets it inside the 10 to Terry McLaurin, very close to a first down. I think that was a pickup of about 8, but ooh, holding his left knee is Jayden Daniels. We got 3rd and 2. 2 receivers to the right. Daniels in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Terry McLaurin alone to the left side. Daniels looking a little bit more limber on this one. Overthrows his tight end, and that'll be a flag on the field. And they're saying it's going to be on Xavier McKinney. So automatic first down, and it's going to probably bring the ball basically at the 1. Come on, we need a pick 6. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he basically. I mean, to be fair, Zach Ertz did ram his face into McKinney, but McKinney basically was almost wrapping him up right away. So. So half a distance to the goal. So this will bring the ball to the 3-yard line, 1st and goal. Clock is stopped at 3:43. And the Commanders are going to have to use a timeout here. I forgot they used the timeout to get Eckler off the field. So they are actually down to just one. And speaking of Eckler, he is heading to the locker room on the cart. Very disappointed look on his face. Yeah, man. Sucks to see a great player, great veteran, just an overall solid dude, apparently. Just go down with an injury this late in the game. So hopefully it's nothing serious, man. Hopefully it's just like something he's going to be out of for a couple weeks and he can come back. Hopefully this season. So. All right, McLaurin in motion, shotgun for Daniels with a running back to his left, two receivers to the right side, and it's going to be a false start on the Commanders. That'll move them back outside the 5. And that was on the starting right guard for the Commanders. Ball at the 8. Daniels in the shotgun, receiver, running back in motion. Daniels looking, trying to run, and he will be taken down back at the 10-yard line for a sack. And Daniels is slow to get up. But he pops back up, walking, I don't want to say gingerly, but definitely not with the same kind of, movement that we're used to seeing from him. That was, I believe, Lucas Van Ness was in on that sack. All right, Daniels alone in the shotgun, 3 receivers to his right. Packers showing pressure. They do send pressure. Quick throw. Debo breaks a tackle and gets into the end zone. And the Commanders put up another touchdown on this Packer defense. And the Commanders are trying to go for 2 here. I'm not exactly sure what that will accomplish. I guess if you do get it, you scored another touchdown, extra point, and then a field goal would win it, but just take the points, I would say. Just take the points. All right, 2-point try. Daniels in the shotgun, running back to his left. 3 receivers bunched up on that left side. Daniels running, gets away from a defender, and finds somebody down in the end zone. That is McCaffrey, but there is a flag on the field. It's going to be on the Packers, so the extra point is going to be, the 2-point conversion is good, and the Commanders make it a 9-point game here in Green Bay. 2:53 left in this game. Sam Debo working on Evan Williams there, unable to wrap him up. Lucas Van Ness delivering a hit on Daniels on that touchdown throw. And from the looks of it, Daniels is pretty healthy for the most part. He looks like he was able to move around on those last couple plays. So. Washington in for this onside kick. Packers send out the hands team there. Still waiting on the kick. A lot of setup for this one. And caught by the Packers. Dontavian Wicks catches it at the 47. It's actually not that bad of a kick, man. It just, fortunately, it popped up at the right time. Just nobody on the commander side was able to get to it. Gotta head out, work tomorrow. Have a good one. YouTube, Seastrom, thank you for staying in, man. I appreciate you. All right. 3 tight end set for the Packers. Single receiver to the left. Jordan under center. Hands it off to Jacobs. And he will get to the 30. Gain of 2. Commanders only have 1 timeout, and they use it now. So that means as long as if the Packers can have a relatively long play here, there is a chance that they could bring this to the 2-minute warning. But the play would probably have to last at least 5-ish seconds. 5 to 6 seconds. Packers are still up by 2 possessions here. Second and 8. Similar formation. 3 tight end set. Play action. Jordan. And he goes down for a sack back at the 35. Trying to keep the clock rolling here. And there is a 2-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. So the Packers will have to run a play here before the 2-minute warning. Fortunately, this Packers offense just couldn't really get much going in the second half here. Jacobs with an incredible run, getting it all the way across the 45 down to basically the original line of scrimmage. To about the 47. Alrighty. Not exactly sure what happened because I'm pretty sure we missed a play here while the broadcast was talking about something else. So the 2-minute warning did hit 156. Punt is away and it'll go into the end zone. So the Commanders will have a drive here to try to make this game even closer. 147 left on the clock. They have no timeouts, and they are down by 2 possessions here, 9 points. All right, Daniels in the shotgun. 2 tight end set. Daniels looking, has time. He's going to dump it underneath to Debo, who breaks a tackle, breaks another, and he will get about 6 yards on the catch and run. Dang, dude, Debo Samuel is a freak, man. Those jump cuts are insane. 4 receiver set. Shotgun, Daniels takes the snap, quick throw to the right, and he will find Zach Ertz for a first down gain, and it will get it down to about the 34, maybe the 33 for a first down. Clock is continuing to run, now under 110. And ball is snapped, and the ball is spiked, I should say, stopping the clock at 108. So we got 1st and 10, 3 receivers on that left side. Daniels in the shotgun with a running back to his left. Daniels looking over the middle, but it will be batted down by Devontae Wyatt. That'll be 3rd and 10 coming up from the 33. Third and 10, Daniels alone in the shotgun. 4 receivers to that left side. Sorry, to the right side. Daniels looking, and he finds Zach Ertz. I think that ball skidded across the ground, and that'll be 4th and 10 coming up. 57 seconds left in this game. All right, Daniels in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, running back to his left. Daniels looking, pressured immediately. Micah Parsons, and it's going to be incomplete, and that is the game. Turnover on downs. Micah Parsons literally coming out of nowhere from that blind side to force Daniel to make that throw significantly quicker than he was hoping for. And the biggest impact player that the Packers have on defense makes his, oh my God, dude, just beating that double team. Yeah, dude, Micah is a freaking, just an absolute freaking difference maker, man. Jesus. All right. Two kneel downs, and this will be the game. Jordan Love and the Packers are moving on to 2-0 after a pretty convincing victory over the Washington Commanders. The Packers defense doing a heck of a job. The Packers offense looked great for about a quarter and 2.5 quarters, but then basically in the 4th quarter just didn't do as much as they probably could have or should have, but that is something to look out for in the future here, man. David Stegosaurus. Go, Pack, go. All right, we'll update the records here. Packers are 2-0. And the Washington Commanders, unfortunately for them, they will fall to 1-1 on the season. And your final score here on Thursday night at Lambeau Field is The Green Bay Packers 27, the Washington Commanders 18. Micah Parsons making his presence felt throughout the game. Tucker Kraft having the best game a Packers tight end has had in about a decade. Let me see what else here. Let's look. Yeah, Jordan Love, 8 yards shy of 300 yards, but again, efficient. 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, 19 of 31. Josh Jacobs finishes with 85 yards, only an average of about 3.7 yards per carry, but we'll take it. A touchdown again, extending his franchise record to 10 games. Tucker Kraft, like I said, 6 catches, a $124, and a touchdown. And the Packers defense, man, Edgerrin Cooper with half a sack, Rashawn Gary and Devontae Wyatt with a full sack, Carl Brooks and Micah Parsons, and the rookie Byron Sorrell, number 99, getting his first quote-unquote half a sack in the NFL, man, getting to the quarterback for the first time. I love it. Keyshawn Nixon, holy cow, man. 4 pass breakups that I remember from my. He might have had another one, but I mean, still 4 is a heck of a day for Keyshawn Nixon. You see, Jayden Daniels finishes 24-42, 200 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Austin Eckler finished with as the Commanders' top rusher, 8 carries for 17 yards. Unfortunately, it looks like he picked up a significant injury halfway through the fourth quarter here. So hopefully there's good news. Hopefully it doesn't look as bad as it did. But yeah, unfortunately, Eckler out, and we'll probably get an update at some point within the next few hours. Zach Ertz, 6 for 64, a touchdown, looking good. Terry McLaurin, 5 for 48. Deebo Samuel, 7 for 44, and a touchdown as well. That's what made it 18-27. Let me see here. Doran Strong was the guy that picked up a sack there on Jordan Love on that final, quote-unquote, final drive almost for the Packers. But yeah, man. What can I say? I think I said it before. The Packers' offense looked good for about 2.5 quarters, and then they kind of just trailed off. Unfortunately, couldn't get anything going in the running game, and the passing game just started to stall out in the fourth quarter. But for the most part, they did a lot of good work in the first, like I said, in those first 2.5 quarters. They basically put up all 27 points on that. Defense for the Packers, dominant, less than 250 yards. That is the first time since 1995 that the Packers defense has given up less than 250 in the first 2 games to start the season. They had a 246 against the Lions, and tonight they had 237, I believe, to finish the game. So dominant performances, multiple sacks, no turnovers this time, but a bunch of pressures against a very, very athletic, very fast, and very mobile quarterback in Jayden Daniels, able to keep him contained. He finished the game with just 17 yards 17 yards total rushing. So, heck of a job. I don't know what's going on with my voice. I think it's going away a little bit here, so sorry about that. But yeah, man. Another dominant performance by the Packers. Dahlia Rushkiss, green and gold hearts all the way. Go, Pack, go! And the Packers go to 2-0, man. Just a heck of a start to the season. They are going to be going up against the Cleveland Browns on Sunday. Not obviously this coming Sunday. They get a nice little break. So that'll be on the 21st of September. So from 10 days from now, they will go up against a team on paper that they are much, much better than. But the Browns are a weird, weird team, man. And we got to see that this Packers offense can get back on track. They slowed down during the game, but if the Packers defense can continue to play like this, I have no doubt that they'll be very much in control of that game against Cleveland on the 21st. So, and then after that Cleveland game, 7 days later, they go up against Jerry and his Cowboys. And obviously, the biggest storyline will be what Micah Parsons says or does uh, before and after, or during the game, I should say. So, but yeah, those are the games that the Packers will have coming up next. And yeah, man, I can't wait. It's gonna be some fun start to the season. And the Packers, man, just going at it, man. Let's go. Commanders, let's see who they go up against next. Sorry about that. They go up against the Raiders on the 21st, noon game as well. And then they go and travel to Atlanta to face the Falcons a week later. So some good games for them to bounce back. They should be able to beat the Raiders. But like I said, anything can happen in the NFL. And then they go up against the Falcons, who on paper are looking a little bit better on defense as well as offense. So the Commanders, I don't want to say it's a tough stretch. They should be able to go at worst 1-1, but I believe they're going to go 2-0 over the next two games here before they face off against the division rival. Before they go up against a really tough Chargers team on October 5th. So, yeah, man. Commanders, they have a pretty solid schedule ahead of them. They got to rally back here and go and get this offense back up and running, especially that running game, man. 17 yards is not a lot for your top rusher. And on top of that, Austin Eckler obviously left this game with an injury, and who knows what his status will be. So, but a heck of a game for the Packers, a big win, and I'll see you guys on Sunday, man. If you watched at any point here, man, please leave a like, subscribe. It helps out the channel and the videos immensely. We're trying to get to 100 before October. We're at 92. 92, man. We got 8 more to go, and then I can just be happy and I can shut down the channel for the rest of the year. I'm just kidding, of course. No, man, we're going to be keeping it going, man. We got 5 games that we're doing this week. We did 6 last week, and 1 down, 4 more to go this week. Let's freaking go. All right, man. That's all. That's it for me today, man. I appreciate everybody in the chat. Seastrom, David, Dahlia, Captain Mickey Mouse. Thank you so much, guys. We're gonna keep it going. Let me know how the audio was in this game. If I need to change things, do I need to be louder, lower? Let me know. But yeah, man, heck of a game for the Packers, and they are 2-0. Go Pack, go! Yes. But yeah, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you so much. My name is Dave, and I'm